everyone, happy Wednesday. So I just got done making those bags for you guys. They have a bunch of things that you can use at home while you're doing your activities, and maybe some other things that you can think of to use them with. I'm going to show you everything that's in the bag, and before I do that, I haven't put these in there yet. I'm about to go copy them, but all the choice boards are going to be in the bags after I copy them. So there's movement, art, building letters and words, math, reading, and some technology ideas for you to use. Those will be in the bags, as well as these name cards. I'm going to take them home and cut them out and laminate them tonight, and I'm going to put them in first thing in the morning. So those are going to be there. Got my gloves on. I wanted to let y'all know that I did everything I could think of to, keep these sanitary. I wore gloves when I went and bought these, and when I was putting the bags together, I swapped out gloves a couple times because they were getting nasty from touching all the stuff at Walmart. And I'm wearing gloves right now because I'm using Miss Hazel's bag as my example. So here we go. Everything I bought was used with pre-K money, so your monthly donations that you sent out throughout the year was used to buy all this stuff. I didn't use my own money or anything. I just wanted to do that because I know there were a couple of things that we were planning on using the money for this year, like going on the field trip to the McQuain Center, and I was going to buy some fun water equipment for like a water day, field day type thing, and I had a bunch of ideas, but we're not going to be able to do that. So I wanted to use your money in a way that would be useful to you right now. So here we go. Alright, so everyone has a dry erase board and a marker, and there's 2 more markers in there just because I didn't know how long this little one would last. These are great for, obviously writing and drawing. You can, what I like about these is, you can use them over and over and over. You just write it on there, wipe it off. You can have them practice writing their letters, maybe pulling letter cards and, pick up a letter card, write it on here. You could have them practice writing their sight words if they're doing that. Anything you can think of. And more specific videos will be coming on things to do with everything in the bags. So we have dry erase markers, or a dry erase board. You have a bag that has markers, 4 things of Play-Doh. I caught a sale at Walmart, y'all. 4 for $2. Some crayons with a built-in sharpener. And the other bag has some pom-poms. These are, I think I used these in the example with the math mat or the 10 frame. You can use these for counting, sorting, making patterns, the list goes on. Like I said, more specific videos will come with things to do with those. You have beads. These can be used for the same things as the pom-poms, making patterns. I didn't even think about this. You can make shapes with them, make letters with them, just place them on the table in the shape of a letter. Patterns, shapes, letters, sorting, because there are some, these aren't all the same. There's a couple of different kinds all in there. I did include some pipe cleaners. You can use the beads with those. Some of them have small holes, but I tried to include a lot of, the standard pony beads in there, and those should fit on here. I'm going to make, more specific videos later, but you can take the beads and put them on here and practice counting, kind of like an abacus, all different kinds of things. So, we've got pipe cleaners. We've got some popsicle sticks. More ideas will come for these later. We've got some letter stickers. I only had enough to give everyone one set of every letter of the alphabet, uppercase, and I've already thought of an idea to use these in your journal, so hold on to these, don't use them yet. We've got some tweezers. These are great for fine motor practice. You know, I've mentioned to some of y'all about how, you know, when we're 4 and 5 and we haven't used a pencil or anything like that a lot, your fine motor muscles in your hands are not strong yet. And that's what I tell them too. That's why, you know, not only do we practice using crayons and markers and pencils and all that to practice our pincher grasp, but we use things like tweezers that, if you think about it, you know, when you're using tweezers, you're doing the same motions and using those same muscles that you would be to write. So these will be great to use with the pom-poms. You can practice, you know, like using the tweezers to get some out of a bag and count while you get some out of the bag, or use them while you make patterns with the pom-poms or the beads. Any small thing would be great with these. We've got our extra dry erase markers. Y'all have regular markers for regular paper. I would save those for the journal, save these for the dry erase board. Because in my experience, when you use these on paper, they start to dry out quicker and you won't be able to use them on the dry erase board. Got another pipe cleaner. We have, if I could get them out. We've got some pencils. We've got some scissors. We've got some dice. I know y'all are thinking, okay, what are you doing, Miss Tucker? Why are we using dice to, you know, learn whatever? Dice, we use these a lot in our classroom. I'll send out some more videos later, but we use these for counting, obviously. We use these for, like, I don't know, if we have like a piece of paper that has a bunch of blanks on it, we'll use these, roll the dice, whatever number you get, you know, they have to look at the number. Sometimes they can look at it and just know, oh, that's 8, or, you know, if it's just 1, oh, that's 4. That's one of the skills we look at, is can they recognize number 0 through 5, like, instantly. So we do that, like I was saying. Whew, I just lost my train of thought. They roll the dice, whatever number they roll, they may, you know, if they roll 5, they have to count that, and then they have to, you know, write 1 to 5, or like color 5 pieces on their paper or something like that. So lots of options for these. We'll be using those later. We've got a pencil sharpener. And lastly, we have our journal. So we do not use composition journals in the classroom for our daily journal. I sent out a video last week, I think, showing some examples from our journal. The main reason is because composition notebooks have lines. If I could have bought a blank one, I would have, but these were the best price at Walmart, and I figured it would be easiest so that y'all don't have to keep adding paper to a journal if you may not have copy paper at home. So that's why I got this. Some things about this before I you know, make a specific video showing what to do in a journal. I would save 1 page, or, you know, a page front and back for every day. You know, that way you don't run out of pages. Miss Rancher and I are thinking about doing a daily journal video and a daily read aloud video. So if you do start on this before we send videos out, just make sure, you know, you're keeping an eye on them and keeping a, you know, watch on how many pages they're using. Our journals that we use at school, they know that they're supposed to use 1 page every day. And they can do front and back. So that's what I would do, because I know a lot of my friends love to draw and would in one day sit here and use up 20 pages. So that's what I want to say about that. Oh, another thing, if your little one can write on the line, perfectly fine. If their writing is really big and they can't fit it on the line, totally fine too. All we're worried about is practicing writing. We're not practicing writing on lines yet. That will come later. If you think they're ready for that and you want to push them to that, you are their parent, and that is up to you. But I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, make sure your letters are on this blue line. They should not leave this blue line, okay? Therefore, they're still learning how to write. We're not worrying about that yet. I think that is everything. So we're going to be making some more videos for y'all using all this stuff. I'm going to try and if I ever say, do this certain activity, I'm going to try and keep it limited to what is right here or what, a lot of you have in your house. So I hope you are all staying safe at home. I love you and I miss you guys. Bye.